You're listening to Nightbreed. That was Autopsy from their latest Live in Chicago album with Arch Cadaver. And we've got Trigger Figure Trav from Puncture on the line. How you going, Trav?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
Yeah, good. So where are we calling from?
The beautiful Gold Coast.
Beautiful Gold Coast. What's going on Monday night in the Gold Coast?
Not too much, mate.
Not too much. Yeah. Cool. All right, well, I've been listening to your album, man, the latest, Complete Carnage of Coagulating Cacophonous Corpses. It's got a really awesome big sound. Have you had lots of good feedback for this one?
Oh, so, yeah, we have. It's been doing really well. We're very happy with the final output, and the feedback's been great.
Nice. So is this one ready pre-COVID, or did you guys start, putting it together early 2020?
Sorry, mate, I didn't catch that one.
So was the album ready sort of before COVID hit, or did you have it all ready?
Yeah, so we started recording drums probably would have been about April 2019. So yeah, before COVID, and we took about I reckon through to November to finish all guitars and vocals and had it mixed. So it was just before. Probably pretty much December 19, it was ready to go, and then we had a release date, and it almost got postponed because of COVID, but the label went with it anyway. So it came out March 2020 in Australia, and then April 2020 worldwide.
Okay, cool. So how's it gone with shows, promoting it and everything? You guys got shows coming up, right?
Yeah, correct. So last year, I think we only managed 2 shows. In February, we played, in February 2020, we played with Artillery, the thrash band. Yeah, that was obviously just before COVID actually hit. And then we played a show on the Gold Coast. Can't remember the exact date, probably around October, I reckon it was. So it was capped at 50 people, but that sold out, and that was a good show.
Yeah, nice.
And now, obviously, with restrictions lifted, we've got a couple of shows booked in the next couple of months.
Oh, cool. So you don't have to have the limited numbers this time, yeah?
The restrictions, did you say?
Yeah.
At this point there is, but they're talking about by the time the gigs roll around, they should be lifted. So we should be capped at about 100 people by the time that rolls around in 27th of March and then the 30th of April.
Beauty. Cool. I like the horror themes, especially that cover artwork for the single Necroinsemination with the whole, Friday the 13th looking thing on there. So you guys all horror fiends, you into that?
Yeah, definitely. It sort of almost goes hand in hand with metal, and especially death metal. You'll find a lot of the fans are massive horror freaks, and me and the other guitarists are a little bit older than everyone else, so we've been into all the old horrors since probably the late 80s. Obviously, that was one of the best periods for horror films, and before the CGI and that came along and sort of ruined it. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, horror is a massive part of the band and the theme and the lyrics.
Yeah, it's great, man. So what's your favourite Friday 13th then? You guys said you the artwork for that. What's the one you keep going back to?
Friday 13th, probably. It's hard to pick between part 2 and part 3, I reckon.
Yeah, good choice.
So I liked part 2 because that's obviously when he's first in there with the hood on the hood over his head, and then part 3 when he gets the hockey mask.
Oh yeah, nice, man. That's cool. Yeah. So I saw that you got some, you had some vinyl out of the album. Are any of those left? There was only 250, something like that.
Yeah, it's a limited edition of 250 copies. It's being sent off to press. We're hoping, the label's hoping April we should have them in our hands. Mm-hmm. Obviously, because of COVID, there's a bit of a backlog with orders. So it's postponed it by about 2 or 3 months. So because we finished all the layout and everything for it probably about 3 months ago, and we've been waiting. So last I heard, test pressing is in the label's hands, and he's happy with the test pressing. So the order will go ahead, and hopefully mid-April, end of April, hopefully we'll have some copies here in Australia for sale within this country.
Yeah, beautiful. Cool. And what's next for you guys? You got some shows coming up? Are you working on a next album or anything like that?
Yeah. So during the lockdown, obviously we couldn't do much jamming or anything due to restrictions and couldn't being in the same room. So me and the guitarist got together and started pounding away at some songs, and we've got about 7 new ones at the moment. We're aiming for about 9 or 10 for the new album. So hopefully by the next 3 to 4 months, we should have all the songs finalised, and we can start getting them down properly and then into the studio. It'd be nice to have something ready for release this time next year.
Yeah, awesome, man. That's cool. All right, well, before you go, for our Eastern States listeners, you got any details of those upcoming shows?
Yep, so on the 27th of March, we are playing the Medal of Honor 14th anniversary show. That's at the Flaming Galah in Brisbane. The second show is the 30th of April. That's with Matt Skid Saunders. He's doing his Metal from the Grave tour.
Mm-hmm.
The venue skips my mind right now. But the show on the 27th of March, we're actually getting that filmed for an upcoming like the coronavirus show that the label's putting on.
Oh, yeah.
So trying to get some bands to film some shows to put together, and they're going to do a release with it.
Nice. So 27th of March is the one to go if you want to get up the front and get on some sort of video, yeah?
No, definitely. So we're hoping to obviously also get the cameraman out around the crowds as well before and after the show, and have some backstage stuff, and hopefully like the Chalkies from Moshriff Creative is doing it for us. He's done a couple of our film clips for us, our lyric videos, and he's been doing quite a bit for the Brisbane metal scene with all the film clips and filming live bands, and he does an amazing job. So I think people will be surprised when they see it.
Yeah, that sounds cool.